Offensive Operations Part 2. I talked about the double envelopment last time. There's pretty much three other kinds. There's an amphibious landing. That's what the Marines are for. It usually involves a lot of death. You have to have ships close to the coast. You use combined warfare. You got to get your troops and vehicles on the beach, establish a beachhead, and pretty much fight your way into a solid defense. You use combined arms, um, infantry, armor, landing craft, um, guns and rockets from naval ships, and air power. The second one I call a bypass, and that's when you bypass if the length of the defense is say 12,800 clicks and there's gaps in it. You take army groups and bypass the enemy altogether and avoid confrontation, and you attack his supply depots, his industrial areas, and his main cities, capital cities, like I said, industrial areas, food resources, everything. You cut him off from his ammunition and food. But that bypass involves the second wave of army groups coming to use the double envelopment and annihilate the army groups you bypassed. That's like a more complicated operation, offensive operation, the bypass. But it's also more of a gamble because you risk your army groups getting actually cut off. And the third and last one is the old frontal assault, and that's aimed to split an army group in two. You don't want to go into a fist fight with a man with one leg and one arm. You want both arms and both legs, and a frontal assault will divide the enemy army groups. And once divided, they're weaker. Then you go to a double envelopment. You push a cordell all the way through. They'll wrap around the back. He can try to move to his flanks, but you need other army groups there to keep him pocketed in and make actual two separate pockets versus one big pocket. And half a beast is better to cut down than the whole beast, pocket wise. So, the double envelopment I talked about the first time is cutting down a big beast. The frontal assault, punch through, split up and divide is basically making the big beast two little beasts. And it's a lot easier to do, but it takes more resources, more loss of life, and takes a lot more. That pretty much wraps up offensive army operations, and we'll get defensive next. It's raining and I got errands to do. Happy July 4th, everybody.